Bill, how big is this week in terms of what you guys want to accomplish and just maybe getting back on track too?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, I've tried to keep them as even keeled as you can. I think if you get too crazy about this is the biggest game, biggest week, then it gets overblown a little bit. But yeah, it's a big opportunity, and obviously to go on the road and hopefully play better and find those 5 to 7 minutes that we've missed kind of in every game that we've lost. So we're going to see two good teams, and that's the nature of this league. And hopefully we have a couple good days of practice and go play.
What would that do for you guys possibly, getting 2 big road wins in this league?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you get a road win, it's always good. But I think the biggest challenge is just for us right now is trying to find some kind of rhythm, rotation that allows us to be where our execution and excuse me, efficiency match up to our effort. Our kids are playing hard. I have zero concern about that. It's just, but that's like anything in life. Like we all try and work hard, and sometimes the story's not what the boss wants, or not for you, I'm sure, but
all the time.
Not for me.
But and that can be frustrating. That you're putting in the time and you don't see the results that you want, and that's hard. So I think that how do you maintain a level of effort and so that at some point the execution and efficiency match up, and I don't think there's any secret to that. I don't know that there is one. I think it's just I've always thought, and as I watch and learn over time, it's when things aren't going the way you want, you have a lot of choices, but there's probably 2 simple ones. You feel sorry for yourself, or you work harder. And I don't know. I mean, that's probably kind of simple, but that's the way we have to view it. And hopefully that's what we do, and hopefully at some point the results match up.
Is it rare to, I'm guessing it's not rare, but is it unusual to have where, like you had said, you're getting the hard work, you're getting the dedication, to not have it pay out? I mean, is it usually your experience in coaching when teams are doing what you want in terms of hard work and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, usually that's. I mean, we've had teams. I can't remember the year and the date and all that stuff. I'm too damn old for that. But where it's like at the end of the year, you're like it just didn't match up. We knew we did the stuff that we needed to do, and it just didn't come about. But normally, and again, it's not that you win every game or but you find ways to, when those games can go either way. I've always said you play 30-ish, 35 somewhere. There's 5 to 7 games in every season that I think swing your season. Do you win all 5 or 7? Do you lose all 5 to 7? Do you split them? And that's where it starts to look at your record, and it swings one way or the other. So I think that's where it shows. Is like if you're not getting that part of it in those games, then it starts to become worrisome, or it wears on you a little bit, and then obviously, like I keep saying, then here comes the outside noise and all that stuff, and but up to this point, we're doing the things that we need to do to have a chance to win games. Now we gotta figure it out.
As much, obviously, I can't imagine much has changed since we talked to you last night in terms of mixing and matching rotationally. Has anything crystallized in your mind? Did you watch them go and go, maybe this person merits a little bit more time in it, or is it still we got to keep trying because it's the consistency for 3rd, 4th, 5th?
No, that's a fair question. I think probably everyone I mean, we're not going to make drastic changes. Everyone's going to keep doing it, but I would say Kelsey Jones, if I should, name it. Like, I don't know that there's anything in particular except the kid is in the gym a lot. She's working at it. I mean, she deserves a chance to maybe get a few extra minutes here and there. So I would say that would be the name that probably, in our meeting last night and today and watching video and just evaluating the big picture, that would be the one I would probably lean on right now.
You said they're doing all the right things for. What does that entail for us that can't see the behind the scenes?
No, I think number one, it means that you're honest about your workload, that you're doing the things you're supposed to do. And I think just as importantly, you understand what it means to be on a team, and that this isn't about you anymore. It's a privilege to be on a team, and you sacrifice some personal stuff to be on a team. The chemistry of this group is really good, has been since day one, and that's a credit to them. And I just think the other part of it is up to, and you never know, but like, they're not, there hasn't been a whole lot of people making excuses or, this could have happened or how, I've had meetings with people which I'm glad I have, that want to play more. That's a good thing. Now, they have to understand my side of it too, not just what their parents tell them. But no, I think that's good. I don't think you should be someone that no, I'm okay to not play. So let's have a conversation. And I've had many conversations with some of them about that, and it's been good. So let's just keep grinding away at this thing, and it's. You're 3 games into it, and there's 15 to go, and that's the other part of it too. Is we just have to understand that every Wednesday and Saturday for the most part, and there's obviously Sundays and Tuesdays and whatever, you're going to play a game, and let's show up and play that game, and do the best we can that night, prepare that leading up to it, and. Like I said, all the stuff that on the periphery that when we walk into the building to play, I feel really good about what we've done, what they've done, and now it's just hopefully they get the results they deserve.
You said you're looking at a lot of different things to try and figure out how to get the production out of there. How extraordinary have the strategies kind of been that you've either gone through in your head or talked about at this point?
Yeah, there's been some that I've mentioned to the staff that they even they rolled their eyes at me a few times. And so, but again, I think our job, you walk a fine line, and like in any endeavor of life, you walk a fine line between stay the course, we're fine, keep going, and it's like, hey, we got it. Like anything's better than what we're doing. But when you do that, it better work. Because now they're like, well, what have we been doing for 76 practices? And so I think you can tweak it a little bit, and sometimes it's an individual game plan. But no, there's nothing there's very few things that have not been discussed, from a strategic, even, and even like, how do we practice? Do we change format? Do you change time? And now because we're not in school, is there a different way to do things? Is there a different way to travel? There's nothing that we haven't discussed. And I think, historically we've had relative success with doing certain things, certain ways, but it doesn't make it completely right all the time. So yeah, there's been a lot of discussion, and especially when it's late at night and everybody's tired. Then you really start thinking about stuff.
Last night, Audi became the fastest cyclone, 2,000 points. Is this the kind of scoring level you anticipated when she got here a couple years ago?
No. I think anyone who says that is, and there she is right there. They just asked me if I knew you'd get to 1,000 points this fast, and I said no. Even you wouldn't have believed that. Congratulations, by the way. First time I've seen it. I didn't know about it until after the game was over. I'm on the radio and they told me. So yeah, I didn't even know it. I mean, we knew how special she was as a player, but I mean, when you start talking about fastest here, there's some pretty good players. And someone told me third fastest in the history of the league. That's a long list of good players too. So, no, I knew she was good, and we all knew she was going to impact our team. I don't think anyone thought, and if they said they did, they're lying.
Now, how much has she grown as a scorer since she got here?
She's grown a lot because I think she's grown a lot in the sense of when you think about going from Algona Garrigan, where she never saw a human being probably over 6 feet, and the pace of the game to going from there, and not playing on the highest AAU circuit or anything like that, to playing Big 12 basketball, and to grow the way she did was really incredible. Really, when you think about where she was when she walked on campus to last year putting 40 on Maryland. I mean, that doesn't happen. But I mean, she came here with a great skill set, great hands, great feet, all the stuff we've covered. But she's still, she is really good about being coached and listening to ideas, because now she has to play against bigger, stronger people, and we're learning too, because we haven't had a kid like that. So you got to learn how to get in and out of double teams, and her teammates got to learn how to get her the ball and all those kinds of things. So she's been very impressive in every way since she's been here.